Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and it's time for Stargirl, Season 1, Episode 11, Shining Night. So, before I get started, let me take care of some business and then we'll get to it. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, you're going to see a video pop up at the very end here. Basically, what YouTube does takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up there just for you. I'm almost at 500 videos, by the way, so there's a lot to choose from there. Up here is actually going to be Saturday Morning Blast Off Comic-Con at Home Edition. That was the Wednesday through Friday, and I'll talk a little bit about that before I get started here too. And if you want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, you can hit the bell down below. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule. I change it out every Monday. And I also have a link to all my social media there. So Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon. No tier set up as we have on the Patreon page. And there's, of course, the link to this YouTube page and my Facebook page and a Facebook group page, which you guys can join and chat and post stuff amongst yourselves as well. So with that said, before I get started here, so yeah, I was going to do a Comic-Con at Home Saturday and Sunday edition, yesterday, and I realized there just wasn't enough topics. Basically, Comic-Con at Home was a big bust, and they were telling a whole bunch of old news is really what was going on. And with no fan interaction or anything like that, it was really boring. And I honestly, I would have been on for maybe 5 or 10 minutes and go, yep, here you go. And that was it, because there really wasn't anything to discuss. There's been a few things afterwards that, today that have popped out, but nothing big. So everyone, pretty much 2020's bust right now. No, nothing's going on in 2020. The stuff that was already filmed earlier before the shutdown and all that stuff is going to be coming out later on this year. But yeah, it's everyone's looking at 2021 right now and trying to put this shitty year behind us. So with that said, spoiler alert, I am going to spoil the episode. If you have not seen the episode, go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video you can comment down below in the comment section. So, where were we? Brainwave, of course, killed his son, Brainwave Jr. Barbara had sent off an email to Sam Curtis, who is supposedly, Courtney's dad, which he actually is. And Sam shows up. He does. And Sam's pretty much an asshole, is really what it is, what it boils down to. And he's always got a next get rich quick scheme kind of thing. You can tell that's the kind of person that he is. He tries to apologize to Courtney for not being in her life, but the locket that he gave her when she was 4 years old comes as a pair. He's got the other one, and his mother had given him that. And so he, of course, needs to get the other one back because they get, they're more valuable as a pair than they are separate. And he says, oh, I can buy a place and then you can come out to California, visit, we can catch up, all this kind of stuff. She's like, And she realizes she's never going to see him again if she gives him the locket. And that's what she does. She gives him the locket, and because that's the least of her worries right now, because Brainwave knows who the fuck they are. He remembers who she is. And not only that, Brainwave is actually much more powerful now that he's killed his son. And as he says, he might have absorbed his son's powers when he killed him. So now he can take over half the country, not just 6 states, by, brainwashing everybody. And Icicle actually makes a interesting comment during this episode that when people do get brainwashed by Brainwave, they're never quite the same. There's something that's always off on them, as we've seen from Dr. Ito's work there, Dragon King's work. And speaking of Dragon King's work, on his henchmen, I should say, on the henchmen, that the zombies that we see roaming around in the dungeon down there. And speaking of Dragon King's work, of course, Shining Knight shows up. Justin, Sir Justin, the janitor, and he, of course, is a Shining Knight. He has Excalibur, and Dragon King basically wiped his mind. He lost a battle. He lost the battle to Dragon King. Dragon King took him, wiped his mind, and basically set him loose in Blue Valley. Why? I have no fucking clue. You would think that if he had him there, instead of just erasing his memory, he would just kill Sir Justin and get it over with. Maybe he couldn't kill him. Maybe he's immortal. We don't know. But of course, he remembers Pat and is going, of course, to grab Pat and try and help him because he remembers grabbing onto the cosmic rod or cosmic staff. Sorry, Freudian slip there on that one. Yeah, man, it's and then the whole thing is with her realizing that this her being Courtney, realizing that Sam is now her dad, that it was never Sylvester. She's wondering why the cosmic staff chose her, and she says, "Oh, it had to have been a mistake," and that maybe now that the cosmic staff isn't reacting to her because it knows now that Starman is not her dad, and Pat has to give her a pep talk and go, "No, it's because you've lost your faith in yourself, and that's why. You need to regain that faith in yourself in order if you believe in yourself and clap your hands." I'm sorry. That part of it just kind of got a little too like Disney for me at that point, even though this isn't Disney. And yeah, I was like, "Okay, go for it, girl." And so she does. She, believes in herself. She grabs onto the staff. The staff lights up and blinds everybody and blows out all the lights in the house. And she's back again. And that's kind of how we leave off the episode. So some of the things that kind of bothered me, Mike, again, Mike is getting shafted again. I mean, his dad fucking yells at him. We don't know where he is at the end of this episode. He could be in the house still. He could have taken off and been gone in 5 states over now at this point because no one's paying attention to Mike. Um, we now know that the bond between Courtney and Pat is better, that they are actually, on the same page now, and she trusts him, which is good. But at the cost of her connection with her mother, which is we see a little bit waning at this point. And then also, of course, Icicle. Icicle wanted Barbara basically for himself. And Brainwave basically says, if you don't take care of her, make up your mind now, I'm going to make up your mind for you. And so, yeah, he finally tells Brainwave, yep, go kill the entire family, including Mike. We don't want any legacies. He actually remembers Mike, unlike the rest of Mike's family. They don't remember him, but Icicle remembers to tell Brainwave, remember to kill Mike as well. So, yeah, she's got the touch. She's got the power. Thanks, Joker, for getting that stuck in my head. She's got the touch. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, man. You just read a new rumor about Justin. Is this a prelude to Umbrella Academy? I heard a rumor. What's the new rumor about Justin? Joker, tell me. I'll keep talking while you're typing. But yeah, so and then of course the entire team is kind of hanging out at Pat's garage and you know, doing nothing really. Beth likes the car that he's working on in the garage. Um, Yolanda stopped off at church to say a little prayer for Brainwave Jr. and all that stuff. And yeah. Oh, Justin is her father. What? That's kind of a weird one, if that's the case. Yeah, well, I know the whole thing about Sam saying, "Hey, you left." I mean, there was a whole thing that I had in my head at one point while I was watching this episode that the locket was actually a key to the cosmic staff working, and that because he was saying, "Oh, this locket's special," and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, Justin being her father, I don't think that's the case, man. I really don't. It's easier just to say that, hey, um, because the whole theme of this episode was that the hero isn't born kind of thing. It's uh, anyone can become a hero kind of thing is what this is, and that's what they're trying to say. Is like Yolanda even says, she goes, "I'm not related to Wildcat, and yet I'm the new Wildcat." And Beth's like, "Yeah, I'm the new Doctor Midnight, and I never met him. I never met the original." And of course, Rick is silent because he's like, "Yeah, Hourman's my dad, and it only works with my DNA, so fuck y'all." But yeah, I don't think Justin's her dad. I did find it interesting though that he has Excalibur, and that King Arthur gave it to him on his deathbed. So I was like, wasn't King Arthur killed in battle with against his son, his brother's son? No, wait, his son slash nephew. That's what it is, because he had a son with Morgana, his sister, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he had a. That's right. He had a son with his sister. So it's his son and his nephew at the same time. So I was just trying to remember my Arthurian legend there. There's a lot of shit in my head, and it all kind of crashed up there. Yeah, she tricked him. Think pretending to be Guinevere. That's right. I remember now. Yes. Yes, a nude Helen Mirren. That's right. I remember. I remember that part. Yes. So yeah, I really doubt that Justin is Courtney's father. That would make things really awkward, especially around the holidays. Merlin. Merkin. That's a different thing altogether. Um, so we only have 2 episodes left. We have episode 12 and 13 left. That's it. And yeah, yeah. And both of those episodes it's a two-parter. It's Stars and Stripes Part 1 and Stars and Stripes Part 2. And if you don't know what Stars and Stripes is, that's the name of one of the comics that Stargirl was in, which was, of course, about Stargirl. Yes, Helen did give birth on screen, both in that and Caligula, which are both disturbing. Oh, Excalibur is an awesome film. I shouldn't say it's disturbing. It's an awesome film. Caligula, on the other hand, fucking disturbing. And I remember seeing that when I was a teenager. Yeah. A very young teenager watching Caligula. Yeah. Penn says, I've liked the series so far. I hope they end it well. I think they will. I mean, you're talking about Caligula or Excalibur, Joker, or you're talking Stargirl. That's ahead of its time. Yeah, I don't know where I am on this series. I don't not like it, so it's not something that I'm against, quite honestly, but also at the same time I wish there was just a little bit more to it. I mean, I know everything can't be Doom Patrol. I know that. And not everything can be Swamp Thing and get canceled after one season or one episode. Um but yeah, I want a little bit more. I do. I want something a little bit more from this. And unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see that on the CW when it goes over to the CW. Penn says the movie Caligula shocked me. I had to call friends over to rewatch it with me. Yeah, that was a disturbing movie. And now it seems tame by comparison. Some of the stuff that comes out today. Anyway, we're talking about old movies on that one, but we're talking about a new series here. Next week, again, like I said, episode 12, and we're gonna have 12, 13, and that's it. And then we go on hiatus. I don't know what's gonna be on DC Universe after that, if anything. Because I'm thinking they're gonna go bye-bye by the end of this year, unfortunately. Or they're just gonna become a comics only thing, which I'm gonna give up on that part. Because I can go to Comixology if I really want that kind of stuff. So, what else do I have going on this week? Tomorrow is going to be another episode of Is It Worth My Time? And this time I decided to throw you guys a little bit of a curveball on this one. I am not doing a Netflix series. Big surprise on that one. I was surprised as well. I'm actually going to be doing an old 2000, not old, it's a 2007 cult movie called Big Man Japan. And if you guys want to watch it beforehand, before I actually do it, it's for free on Pluto TV. So if you have Pluto TV, you can actually take a look at it there. Wednesday, I'm going to be off. Thursday is going to be Doom Patrol. We've only got 2 more episodes of Doom Patrol left as well. Holy shit. We've only got 9 episodes of Doom Patrol this season. Not looking forward to that. I want more Doom Patrol. I really do. I'm going to end up watching that entire season all over again anyway, because it's just good stuff. Thursday I'm off. Or excuse me. Friday I'm off. Thursday it's Doom Patrol. Friday I'm off. Saturday is Saturday Morning Blast Off, where I take the genre news of the week and any of the genre stuff you guys want to talk about, and we talk about it. Hopefully there's more stuff than what was going on at Comic-Con, because I mean, shit. Sunday I'm off, and then of course Monday is back again to Stargirl. So, yeah, I want more Doom Patrol. I really do. Doom Patrol is awesome. It's just good stuff. And Umbrella Academy, I went back and I rewatched season 1 of Umbrella Academy, and there's some stuff I missed as I was, walking through it and going through it again. And they do tie into the comic book a little bit, but they only talk about it because they didn't have enough of a budget in order to show some stuff. Because there's some really crazy shit in the comics that happens. There was no way they could have done it. It would have been a special effects extravaganza at that point. But I know they have a lot more money for season 2 at this point. Run Boy Run. What's Run Boy Run? Joker. I did like the fact that in Umbrella Academy, Hazel and Cha-Cha, their masks that inflate, that they actually do that in the live action, because it that was kind of cool. And their armor plated, even though yeah. That's right. 101 subs away from 1,000. I haven't been talking about it because I'm just letting it happen. Yeah, gradually. Oh, the song from Umbrella Academy season. That was what Run Boy Run. Okay. Well, yeah, Gerard Way. He actually, at the very last episode when it goes dark, he sings God, I can't remember what it is. Was it Hazy Shades of Winter? I can't remember. He actually does a remake of an old song, and it's actually pretty damn good. That one actually has a really good soundtrack, but again, it's Gerard Way. So you can't go wrong on that one. Gerard Way, by the way, is a fucking fantastic comic book writer. If you have not read some of his stuff, go and read it. He actually also wrote a little bit of Doom Patrol as well. So last week's episode of Doom Patrol that had the Queen in there, that was Gerard Way's stuff from his run on Doom Patrol. So there you go, with the idiot that comes out of the ears and all that stuff. But we're talking about Stargirl here. So next week, episode 12, and then after that, episode 13. I am working on scheduling at the moment. I looked over at my book, is what I did, because I've got the book. Yeah, see, the book is what I got. Yes, it is a Jack Daniels book, but you've seen this before. But yes, there is scheduling stuff in here. I have been working on it, just so I'm not caught off guard. But again, if you like what you see, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the very end. You'll see a video up here. If you like what's in the video there, hit the subscribe button. And you can always find out when I'm be on next by hitting the bell down below. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com, take a look at the scheduling that's up there, and all the links to my social media, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon. There's also a link to a Facebook page and the Facebook group page where you guys can post stuff and chat amongst yourselves. There we go. And I will have stuff eventually on Patreon. I'm waiting till I hit 1,000 and then I will put stuff up. I've got stuff rattling around in the old noggin here. I actually went back and dusted off some of the stuff that I was planning, and I've looked at that, in the last couple of days. Because it's getting close. It's just inching slowly, but I figure by the end of this year, hopefully, be 1,000 people on, then we'll do it. So, with that said, I'm going to let you guys go for the night. Thank you, everybody who joined me tonight in the chat, and thank you if you made it this far in the video. I will see you again tomorrow for Big Man Japan. Is it worth my time? Until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you may find out that your dad's a deadbeat and, all he wants is a locket around your neck that you've been carrying around since you were 4 years old, and he wants it so he can get the money from it. And yeah, just let him go. Give him the locket and take him out. Yeah, send him on his way. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night. Stay safe, be well, and take care. And I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.